Welcome back, everybody. We all love going to the cottage for a little rest and relaxation, yet figuring out what a whole big group is going to eat all weekend can be really stressful.
Yeah, our next guest says it doesn't have to be. No. Here to turn us into master cottage meal planners while helping us keep costs down is Chef Joshna Maharaj. Welcome back to the show.
Nice to be here.
We always love having you. Listen, I think this is one of the reasons why people get stressed out about cottages. Planning the menu out, it's daunting, and it's even more difficult when you've got a whole different group of people, meals at different isolated
dietary
locations.
restrictions.
All of that.
It's a lot.
So what are some of your tips on how to plan the best way to plan a weekend away with a big group?
Yeah, I think for sure you got it planning. There's paperwork and admin involved, but you got to share that labor. Yes. Not everybody has to get involved. If someone is an awesome planner, let them, right? If people are great cooks, they'll be the cooks. Others will do dishes. Others will do all the hauling, you know what I mean? And moving stuff around, peeling vegetables. Share that labor, and it's way less onerous.
Yeah. And you have to ask for it sometimes.
You got it.
Someone's got to.
With some sternness.
With some sternness, yeah.
Sometimes it's like, see this corn? This corn needs to get shucked.
Yeah, it's not shucking
If you
by
want to have
itself.
dinner, this corn's got to go.
Yes. Okay, let's start with afternoon cocktails and nibbles on the dock. My favorite meal. Is that really a meal? Anyway, start with that.
Well, this is thinking maybe it's on arrival. Once you've unloaded the car and a little something. So in that menu, I have sort of 3 little menus for you. A rosé sangria, using up lots of summer fruit. That maybe you've bought at a road stand something on the way up. Nice and easy. Black pepper walnuts, which can be made ahead of a time in a jar. And then this cheese ball. I'm calling it a hot sauce cheese ball.
Hot sauce
cheese ball.
We're going to try it out. We want to know how exactly do you make this?
So inside we have cream cheese. We have your favorite hot sauce, right? Whatever you've got, whatever in the fridge, full. Scallions, mustard powder, garlic, all those lovely things. You make that ahead of a time. It sits in the cooler. Then right before you serve, you just roll it in the toasted pecans.
Sorry, did you say that's just cream cheese?
It's just cream cheese with all those beautiful things on the inside, right?
Oh my God, it sounds good.
But that's just one big container of the. Yeah. It's spicy.
I know.
It's serious. But we have all kinds of crackers, and fresh vegetables are a great window, And all of this down to the dock.
Okay. So how is this menu that you're talking about right now designed to minimize waste, cost, and effort?
So one of the pieces, we have crudité, and carrots will show up later on the menu.
I love this.
So we bought 1 bag, the rest for the sautéed vegetables for dinner, but we're taking a few here.
Right,
and we'll use them. So then you go back empty. You use everything you buy, as opposed to I need 1 little sprig of this or one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's inefficient and it's wasteful.
That's dumb.
Got it, okay.
If you can handle a slight repetition in your menu, it's gonna be much more efficient and hopefully more joyful.
Got it. So we had the cocktail hour, we had our little crudités and our little snacks, and now we're moving on to dinner. What's on the menu?
So the dinner is we have a tri-tip steak, marinated steak that gets grilled, beautiful thing. We have a beautiful kale salad. We have some interesting roasted potatoes, and then we have these summer fruit pavlovas.
Okay.
Oh my God.
This is dessert, right? I love a pavlova. I think it does the best job of showcasing fruit, right? And we're summertime in Canada. We grow the most beautiful, beautiful fruit.
Amazing.
So let's do it, right? What I also like is it's simple and easy. You can make this in the morning. After breakfast, little bit of work, put it in the oven, and then you let it dry out in the oven for the rest of the day. Oven doesn't need to go on.
And
You're
you don't
down
need
at the dock.
Yeah, you don't need to be standing by the oven.
You don't need to fuss with it, right?
Can I just pick?
Yes.
I don't know what you're doing. I don't think for sure, I've never made a pavlova before. This might be the first time I've eaten it. It's really
delicious.
Right? Ideally, you have a crispy outside and a chewy marshmallow inside, a little bit of whipped cream, and some fresh fruit, right?
Can you talk about how you make that, though? You said a bunch of whipping?
Yeah, so you have egg whites whipped with sugar.
Okay.
Right? And then you want a low, easy oven for an hour just to dry it out.
Okay.
And then you leave it in there to completely dry.
Okay.
And so you can make those in the morning. They don't that journey may be a bit much for it to travel all the way up to cottage country.
Got it.
But make it in the morning, let it dry out in the oven all day, and it's ready for you at dinner.
I have one tiny quick question. You mentioned that for this menu, tri-tip steak. I don't know what that is.
So a tri-tip, it's a sort of triangular cut on the bottom of a sirloin roast.
Okay.
Right? I know
what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Sorry,
and
it's,
it's part of a roast, but you can cut a piece of it, treat it like a steak. Fantastic flavor.
Okay, I need to check that out.
Fantastic flavor. And so we cook extra for dinner.
Yeah.
And
then we're gonna use it for brunch.
And then we use the leftovers
the next day.
in a strata for brunch the next day.
So tell me tell me about this strata.
So this is a masala steak and egg strata. A strata is essentially a savory bread pudding.
Okay.
Right? So I've got some challah there that was, dried out after a while. Bits of leftover steak. There's just a bit of leeks and cheese and tomatoes and some spices. I've given it a little Indian twist.
Oh my God, it's like stuffing. It's like a stuffing.
It very much like stuffing.
And this is particularly great because you can throw in so many leftovers, but also you can make this the night before, right?
You can, yes. While people are doing the dishes for dinner, you're quickly assembling an egg custard, pouring this over in the fridge, ready to go, foil on it, so the next morning, fridge to oven.
Wow.
Don't fridge to oven.
I love this.
Right? Done and done.
Okay, so what else is on the menu to round out the brunch part of the meal?
So there's a cucumber salad, which is a really bright tomato cucumber, really sort of acidic thing. And then we have oat chai. Oat milk chai and chocolate spice cookies, because the idea is that this is your last moment together, right? You want a bit of lingering, a bit of conversation.
Yeah.
So we'll have the chai and the nice cookies, and the dough is made ahead of time. You're just scooping and baking off. There, nobody's measuring flour or any of that nonsense, right?
Joshna, I'd love to go to a cottage with you.
I know. I feel like we'd have a great time. I think we'd have a great time.
Thank you so much for these great menu ideas to help lower our cottage grocery bills. Thanks for watching. We've got lots more discussion and debates on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. Don't forget to click like and subscribe.